Those who finish this, Jehani,
Teacher,
Senara,
can I?
give me 1 second. Jehani, Kitnuli, Senara, and Damsari, you can find the facts about a cyclone, how a cyclone is formed. So next demonstration is how a cyclone is formed. So you can Google and you can search, browse the internet and find how a cyclone is formed. And then that's the next activity. You have to do you have to draw and show, explain. Yes, Senara. So find in the internet or in a book how a cyclone is formed, like how a depression. called පීඩන අනුපාතය පීඩන අවපාතය in Sinhala, depression is formed. So then,
Excuse me, teacher.
yeah, Kitnali,
Do we have to draw and do we have to present it
present.
the class in today?
If we have time, yes. I don't think we will have time, but since you have time, just browse the internet and find the facts and prepare for the presentation.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, and you have to draw and draw or whatever you have to explain like a teacher. Okay, yes, Tamiti.
Okay, teacher. Have you ever wondered about the incredible power of nature? Sometimes nature shows us its strength in ways that it can be a bit overwhelming. Today, let's talk about those moments, natural disasters. So, what exactly are they? Natural disasters are big and sudden events caused by the earth or the weather. They can be pretty dramatic and sometimes even a little scary, but it's super important to understand them. So, let's dive into some examples. First up, we have imagine the ground suddenly decided to dance. That's an earthquake. It can cause buildings to wobble and roads to crack. We also have floods. Think of it like this: too much of water covering the land. This can happen because of heavy rain, rivers overflowing, or even the ocean getting a bit too excited. So, what can we do? Well, we can't stop these events, but we can totally be prepared. Here's how: learn about the risk in your area, and instructions that can withstand these events. Listen to warnings from experts. Scientists are like super detectives working hard to understand these disasters and predict when they might happen. Disasters are a part of our world. By understanding them and when they occur. Thank you.
Good. You have another 2 minutes. Right. Doesn't matter. Your pronunciation is clear. Good vocabulary, good content, and you reminded me of a TV presenter. There's a TV presenter who exactly speaks like you, spoke like you. Now today you spoke in a different style and very clear pronunciation. I'm very happy to hear your clear pronunciation and the way there is a TV presenter who speaks just like you. So very nice style you followed today. Good. And who's next? Chamiti, you also can browse the internet and prepare for the demonstration how a cyclone is formed. Yes, Chameli or Javindu.
Natural disasters. Natural disasters is dangerous events that happen in nature that can hurt people, animals, and buildings. There are many natural for natural disaster these days. They displace and death people. Natural disasters can happen anywhere in the world. They destroy suffered people properties. While we cannot stop natural disasters, we can prepare for them. Learning safety steps, building stronger houses can save our lives from natural disasters. It is also important for communities to work.
Javindu? Yeah, good. One thing I see in your speech, in all your speeches, you make sentences. It's very simple. It's your idea, you put it into sentences. It's your idea, it's your very simple ideas, you put it into your sentences. That's something I should appreciate in your speeches. Simple, but good. So it's your effort. It's your creation. The sentences are your own sentences. So good, Javindu. As always, it's simple, but good. Since you made the sentence, now you can find how a cyclone is formed to explain it to the class. Who's next? Now, Sandaru, Navindu, Nivet, Chameli.
I can.
Yes, Navindu.
Natural disasters occur naturally. Those are floods, tsunami, earthquake, landslides, drought. We can't stop natural disasters, but we can prevent disasters. Floods occur due to more rains, and we can prevent floods occur due to heavy rains. We can leave the area before disaster. Then we can prevent it. Drafts. The draft are occur due to then we can prevent it like thank you.
Good. As I told Javindu, you are also your own sentences. So that way you are improving. Now I can see your language is clear. Simple, but language is clear and you can make a sentence. Make a successful, meaningful sentence. That's something, it's an achievement. So we have achieved that. Now you have the confidence like Javindu, Damsari, Navindu, all, you have confidence. And your own sentences, so you are very successful making a meaningful sentence. Very good. So improve further. You can make more advanced sentences. Right. You also can find how a cyclone is formed and prepare to present it to the class. Right. Chameli, Sandaru, Sachet. Who's ready? Sandaru? Sachet? Ishan, by any chance? Yeah, Sachet? Anyone? Ishan, by any chance, will you be able to speak a few words? Don't worry. Don't worry, you will achieve that, right?
Teacher, can I?
Yes, Chamini.
Natural disasters. Few days ago, maybe you were tucked in a warm bed, but some Sri Lankans were fighting for their lives buried underground, and some are seeing their loved ones dying in front of them, and some just all their property. And that's how natural disaster is. This natural disasters is an example the nature can affect human lives. So what actually a natural disaster is? A natural disaster is a terrific event caused by environmental process. So for example, like earthquakes, floods, and landslides, volcano eruptions, cyclones, like that. So in Sri Lanka, we usually experience landslides and earthquakes. And luckily, we don't have any volcano eruptions in Sri Lanka, as we don't have any volcanoes in Sri Lanka. So other than that, we have experience, and we recently disasters. So when we talk about, of course, human activities cause this, as well as the environmental reasons are there. Like, for example, the climatic changes, like when the climate suddenly changes, like when there is a cyclone, and like, for example, the current situation in the country, it's a sudden cyclone, so it's a climatic change. So, and for examples for human activities like deforestation and throwing garbage to waterways and like that. So for natural disasters, not only human activities, also it's like also human and the environment, these natural disasters. So like when it comes to the difficulties arise when a natural disaster happened, people lost their loved ones and they lost their properties, and it comes to the current situation in the country, we are dealing with the aftermath of cyclone Ditwa, and like it killed hundreds of people, and now Sri Lanka is like the death toll is climbing up, and about more than 400 were dead, and also more than 300 were missing. And the death toll is also climbing up, as like most of the missing ones are buried underground. So I think most of them were already dead because they can't survive underground. So that's why, and also it comes to situations, before a disaster happens, what we can do is like, a major thing is, of course, we can stop building houses and buildings on hilltops, and more except these things, we can listen to news, because before a disaster happens, weather department always they alert and they issue red notices when it comes to situations like major flood situations and landslides. They issue red notice to some areas, risky areas. So that's why it is important to listen to news. And after something disaster happens, what we can do is like, when it comes to this situation, the people are homeless and they don't have a shelter. They are seeking for a shelter. So what we can do is, even from we can donate. We don't need to donate a lot. Even what we have, we can donate. And I think
Time is
Lanka
up.
is we
Right. You utilize the full time, and I really appreciate you speak without a single piece of paper. So that is appreciated. That helps you for your, that helps your fluency. You must have read or you must have prepared, but you spoke without the paper. So that is, I really appreciate that. Really helps your fluency. If you keeps the paper in, you always tend to look at the paper, right? Here you think and speak. So what you did was you think and speak. That's very good. Right. Nice. And next one. So Chameli, please find how a cyclone is formed. And Sandaru? Sandaru and Sandaru. Sandaru? Okay, let's go to the, you can stop browsing the internet. Sachat, are you ready? Right. You can stop browsing the internet and you can stop preparing for the presentation. We can do that activity next week, right? So you can prepare and come. You can find the facts about how a cyclone is formed, and then now you have to do next week. What you have to do is to present it to the class, right? Okay. Now let's talk about, now we talk about present tense and present continuous. Now let's talk about past tense and future tense. Right. Past mean very easy, right? Past tense, we used it for to finish actions. That is, of course, doer, past verb, object. That's all. Very easy. No other rules. But only thing, you have to find the past verb. Sometimes it's regular verbs. You can add ed. Sometimes the past verb is different. Like take, took, eat, ate. Sometimes work, worked, wash, washed. Right? Okay. We use past tense to talk about finish action. Right? Finish. I did my homework. I spoke, like that. Okay. So what's the negative structure? Let's take we spoke, we delivered a speech. Okay. Or school started last month. On 8 December or 8, let's say 25 this November. Right? Okay. Then how do we say school පටන් ගත්තේ නැහැ? How do we say school පටන් ගත්තේ නැහැ? Can't anyone say?
school didn't start.
Yes, school did not, or contraction form didn't start, right? School didn't start. So we take did. When we talk about past tense, we use did. Did past tense negative. So did not, and remember now now here we said positive sentences past verb. But when we use did in negative, we use the present verb, base verb. Let's remember. We don't say we did not went. We don't say we did not went. We say we did not go. Right? Okay. Next one. Next one, question. Question, how do we say iskola patan gattada? Yes. Iskola patan gattada? Huh? Can't anyone say? Iskola patan gattada? How do we ask?
Did school start?
Did school start? Did school start? So you take did out and school, do a verb. This is also base verb, right? Okay. Negative question. Iskola patan gatte nadda? How do you ask? Navindu? Iskola patan gatte nadda?
Didn't school start?
Yes, didn't school start? Or else, if you want to use did not separately, then how do you say? Did school start? Did school not start? Right? Okay. There's no problem, past tense. Now, when it comes to future, now we think future is will. Okay, yes, future is will, but we use will. When do we use will? When do we use will?
Sometimes when the verb is not true.
Yes. So we use will to talk about prediction. Like heta wahi, that's a prediction. To talk about prediction, or to talk about decisions. Like government will give 25,000 rupees to those who lost their something, right? To talk about decisions. To say you to talk about agree. To say you agree. Like to talk about to promise. Like mama ennam. Okay, mama ennam party ekata. It's a promise. I will come. That's a promise. Agree. Okay. I will we will work on that. That's agree. Agreement. So we use will when we in these situations to talk about prediction. He will come. Heta wahi, it will rain. That means not sure mean prediction. තාත්තා මට මොන හරි එවයි. He will send. Prediction. Right? To talk about decisions like government will decision. So president says government will give 5 million rupees to those who lost their houses. Government will start. The schools will start. It's a government decision. School will start on 16th December. It's a decision. Or principal says we will hold the sports meet next year February. That's a decision, right? We will move from Colombo to Kandy. That's the decision. To say agreement, yes, I will come. Okay, I will come. Agree. I will pay mama ekkevanna. Agree or promise. Mama enna. Mama homework karanna. I will do my homework. So in these situations, we use will. Right? Now, let's say now definite future. Definite plans. As I told you, we don't say definite. Mama heta Colombo yanama. Sure.
Going to.
Yes. I'm going to Colombo. That's it.
Planning to. Going to.
Yes. Right? I'm planning to. Oh, that is definite plans, definite future. Then we use definite mean personal. So I'm going to Colombo tomorrow. I'm going to class tomorrow. Right? She's going to she's building a house. That's definite future. They are something like that. Definite plans, we use present continuous. Right? But these ones, prediction, decisions, promise, you use will. Did you understand? And let's say timetable. Like say, when you talk about timetables, we can use simple present. Like plane එක land කරනවා හෙටර දෙකට. Plane එක land කරනවා හෙටර දෙකට. So that's a timetable. Then you can use simple present. Plane, even though it's future, you can use simple present to talk about timetables. Plane lands at 2 o'clock tomorrow. 2 a.m. tomorrow. Right? Timetables, you use simple present, even though it's future. Like our O-level exam commences on 17th February. That's future, but it's a timetable. Something like this, my debit card expires. That's expires on 30th December. That's also like timetable, or we use simple present. But other than that, we use to talk about prediction. Prediction means definitely future. Promise also we promise to do. So then it's a future. Decisions like government will give. So will, right? But definite plans, we use simple present progressive. Okay, right. So today we talk about present tense. Okay, and then for an example, it will rain tomorrow. හෙට How do we talk about, how do we say හෙට වහින එකක් නැහැ? It will not. So contraction form, we say it won't. It's very famous. It won't rain tomorrow. Right? And question, we take will out. Will it rain tomorrow? And negative question, won't it rain tomorrow? Or you can use will not, then will it not rain tomorrow? Right? Okay. Now, let's ask Jahani. Now, I will tell you a sentence. අපි හෙට මට ක්ලාස් එන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. හෙට අපි neighborsලගේ ගෙදර පාටි එකකට යනවා. How do you say?
Teacher, can you repeat the sentence, please?
හෙට මට ක්ලාස් එන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. හෙට මම neighborsලගේ ගෙදර පාටි එකකට යනවා. How do you say?
I won't be able to come to the class. I'm going to party at the neighbor's house.
Yes. I'm going to a party. That means definite. They have already invited. We have set everything. So it's definite personal plan. So we use present continuous. Right? Okay. Next one, kitnuli. ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුළ ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුළ ඇතිවන වැස්සි කැලණි ගඟ පුරවයි. How do you say?
Teacher, can you repeat? There was a connection.
Yeah, ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුළ ඇතිවන වැසි වලින් කැලණි ගඟ පිරෙයි.
Teacher, can you say again?
ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුළ ඇතිවන වැසි වලින් කැලණි ගඟ පිටාර මට්ටමට පිරෙයි. පිටාර මට්ටමට ළඟා වෙයි. පිටාර මට්ටම spill level. ළඟා වෙනවා reach.
Coming few days, river will be at the spin level. Teacher, can you tell again the sentence?
Yeah. ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුළ ලැබෙන වැසි වලින් කැලණි ගඟ පිටාර මට්ටමට ළඟා වෙයි.
By the rains of coming few days, the river Kalani will reach its spin level.
Yes, you can say Kalani River will reach its spill level due to from the rain within next few days. Or else you can use the other way, the rain within next few days. Like this. Rain within next few days will fill the Kalani River up to its spill level. Or else you can say Kalani River will reach its spill level from the rain within ඉදිරි දවස් කිහිපය තුල within the next few days. Within the next few days, right? So pirei, that's a prediction. That's a prediction. So we use will. Right? Okay, good. Next one, Navindu. Government එක දෙනවා government එක දෙනවා 1,50,000ක් අක්කරයකට ආධාර වශයෙන්. government එක දෙනවා 1,50,000ක් ආධාර වශයෙන්.
The government is giving 150,000 for
As
for
donation.
donate.
Yes. Right.
As donate.
Yeah, government is giving. You can say actually government is giving, but this is a government decision, right? Generally, we use present continuous for personal fixed plans, personal definite plans, right? So here, this is government. It's not personal. But of course, in spoken English, if you say government is giving, that's not incorrect. That's not incorrect. That's right, right? But generally, grammatically, it's a government decision. So we use future will to use talk about government decisions. So you can say government will. If you say government will, that's also correct. Government will give or provide 150,000 rupees per acre as donations, as a support to people. Right? General grammatically, like theoretically, we use will because it's a decision. But of course, if you say government is giving, there's no problem, right? In spoken English, don't worry about it at all. Right. So I hope you can
Okay.
the grammar areas are clear. The simple present, present continuous, future, and past tense. Next week, let's talk about present perfect, past perfect, then passive voice, and then other areas, right? Then next week, let's talk about present perfect. And then modal verbs, there are a lot. So, right. With that, let's stop the class for today. And now there are more rains will be expected across the island with the onset of northeast monsoon. But I don't think it will be as terrible as how it was the cyclone Ditwa. This will be normal. This will be our usual northeast monsoon rain. I don't think our areas will be affected. Right? Okay, so everyone be safe and enjoy your week and study hard for your next term test coming up on 16th December. So let's meet next week, weekend, Friday. Until then, be safe.
Thank you, teacher. Good night, teacher.
Good night.